The shield of magnificent...
Liar, liar, pants on fire. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached.
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is... Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning of honor?
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't... Okay then. Well, maybe if we... Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hillychurl? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hillychurlian by now. If not, there's always body language. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Oh no. We ticked him off big time.
Judgment! Punishment!
Hey! He dropped the Shield of Magnificent Honor and ran!
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Hey, what? The wine! You promised! And I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance and your...
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with Hillychurls. I'll get back to my, stroll now. Good.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I'm someone who can't let go of the past. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking?
Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight. Huh?
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person called Stanley?
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one that died in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer.
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think but the real adventurer, the real Stanley. The real Stanley is the one who died to...
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called...
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Mare Javari. He's the greatest. Stanley will never die. Because... I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted!
Go away. Save your questions. Just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and...
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for...
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is...
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. There wouldn't spot... Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts?
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. Just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventures...
stories, experience. To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stan, that's my biggest secret of all these years. I've been living to tell his story. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that...
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm complete. No adventurer should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
Huh? I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take... But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! Oh, hey!
Go! Huh? You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right?
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, Do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Ready, steady, go! Why did we come here? Paimon's got a bad feeling about this. Not that Paimon's scared or anything. It's just that this is how lots of scary stories go. Ah! Quick, do something! Paimon's intuition says that if he gets us, he's gonna eat Paimon for sure.
Who are you? Traveler, are you from one of the other nations? Could it be that you traveled from the other side? I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend. No matter who you are, there's no need for any ill will between us.
Whew. Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. He looks more afraid than Paimon. Yep. You should leave the introductions to Paimon. Don't be afraid. We come in peace.
Gods protect me!
No! Stop freaking out and stand still.
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Please stay your hand. Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey! Paimon already said nothing's gonna happen. Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Director! There's a ghost after me!
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts. Exactly! We said we're not ghosts. Why won't you calm down and let us explain? Although, clients doesn't seem quite right either. Yeah, forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow. Funeral. Oh! The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor! Zhongli is a consultant there. They deal with this stuff a lot, right? Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, trifling matters having to do with immortality. A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad to hear it. Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to. Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner or later. Well, that's dark. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice. Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes. Whoa! Slow down! That's... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather unique individual. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. It went very smoothly. According to the
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is not normal. Maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite normal. Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you are one of our distinguished clients. Would, to be precise. Would? What do you mean? That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we'd like to get to know you.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit not only them, but... Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversation. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Or perhaps there's a favor I could do in return?
Ah, we're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue where they are.
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the ones who no longer speak for. You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do some business.
When did we become your assistants? Longshan. Funeral parlor. The ones who no longer speak. Oh, did she mean talking to the dead?
You again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition. Oh, since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new purpose. First things first. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the event, but that's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions.
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that saying applies in this. Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe in the first place. It's time for you to go.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, what would you say to a group discount? 30% off for parties of 10?
Director, please, you did your best.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral parlor.
Yeah, nothing left to do here. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time. Seems like the old way. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional?
My apologies. I'm only a...
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wood. I fulfill the requests written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they advertise.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, we'll be left with nothing, won't we? Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly removed them. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. I took inspiration from the wisdom of previous directors. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile.
What do they buy and what do they get?
A solid and durable second home, of course. They may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. All right, Mung. Keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it.
I'm still not sure this will work.
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive, and it is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the... But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. Let me do some market research. Wait here, my faithful assistant.
Paimon already told you we're not your assistants! Guess we got dragged into somebody else's business again. Let's look around while she's away.
You must be the direct...
Not us! We're just very...
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. The director is tactful when it comes to what
Her? We should get going.
That's settled then. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff.
But Director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up?
Poor guy's giving up.
Right, we should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We?
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that! It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. Oh, baseless fantasies. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it...
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting note. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning...
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooky...
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear. All right, let's get going.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't forget.
Big G? Who's that?
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way. Hello, I'm Hu Tao.
Okay, so why would someone from...
Nothing major. You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often, when we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life. Go and find some other poor
Why do they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
Hello there. Would you be interested?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So you're out here looking for new customers?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face. Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well,
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
no. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage.
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that... Surely you don't think all that was business development?
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Meng. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Meng, the three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being... So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was going to start healing people? Or...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that...
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral. Add Astro... Add Astro... Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Toodaloo.
La da 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 da.
Meng, I'm back.
I see. Well, I'm just so...
Who is this Big G?
I guess I should start at the beginning. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. But one day, there was an accident. And that was the end of him. I've never forgotten. But recently, after one such visit, I can't help but wonder, Did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. How would I ever come to terms?
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, and in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for...
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. Those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have...
Wong Hill, childhood friends?
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Lo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a demon.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of, and if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to the symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't...
Hold your horses.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me, I beg you.
All right. Don't panic. Leave it. However, come with me, my trusty assistant. Help him make the preparations first. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've...
Okay, I get...
Right. Let's go.
Don't stay out in the rain for too long. You'll catch a cold. Whoa! Rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time. Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends Now you see why I believe that I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before...
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a threat, you're onto something. After all...
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh.
Makes sense. But
do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. That resentment turned into the plague took the lives of many. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading. Purify the air and...
Paimon didn't see that!
Yes! Anyway, it took many years. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse... Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. You're finally here! Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil, but don't worry. The traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Will that really
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
By royal decree!
I'm counting on you!
feeling?
Yes, I feel more. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the traveler's help.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell. You've been pranked.
What?
This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith, deceptively effective. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then...
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect...
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow. I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. Since we are done with the matter at hand...
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you.
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon...
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much
Huh?
Don't ever...
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
It must have been poor Lo Chung that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares. Oh, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been...
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Now that you mention it, Big G always...
So, all of this, why didn't you just fly? Like...
It's too...
That's right, yes! You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the... I wouldn't have found you if it weren't...
I'm so relieved that you haven't been...
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also little Wu...
Well... Mung and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with the...
They're all friends. Can't we just...
I wouldn't want ordinary folks, so be careful what you say when you collect the...
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? La da 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 da. By keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.